American Pickers star Mike Wolfe openly advertises his career away from the show as ratings continue to fall. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. Mike Wolfe has proudly announced a new venture in his career outside of American Pickers, while the show's ratings continue to deteriorate. The History Channel series resumed for season 25 in July, but has battled to maintain interest in recent weeks. Mike, 59, has recently offered an update on his job outside of presenting American Pickers. The reality star rushed to Instagram on Thursday to share a poster for an upcoming event at the Speed Vet Garage. The television personality asked viewers to cruise with the crew for a Cars and Coffee special in Street Columbia, Tennessee. The advertisement advertised cruising, coffee, ice cream, lunch, and more for attendees who attended the Saturday, August 19 event from 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mike captioned his image, "Cruise with Speed Vet Garage," and join us DSSATURDAI for the upcoming Columbia Cars and Coffee event on August 19th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Live music with at the Reeves Brothers, caffeinated by at Cult Persona _Cole, and powered by at Eat Loose Wheels. See you at 801 Woodland Street, Columbia, Tennessee. Despite the present ratings issue on American Pickers, the antique collector is boosting other elements of his business. Mike joined his brother Robbie Wolfe, 62, and Danielle Colby, 47, as co-hosts for the season 25 debut in early July. The U.S. Sun reported in mid-July that the show's ratings had plummeted by 100,000 viewers. Mel Owens, the Golden Bachelor, performs errands near his California home wearing sweatpants. While 918,000 people watched the premiere, viewership dropped to 803,000 for the July 12 episode. Near the end of the month, the U.S. Sun reported that the July 19 broadcast lost another 100,000 viewers, with only 713,000 tuning in. The numbers eventually increased slightly for the July 26 broadcast, with approximately 885,000 people. Cars and Coffee. Earlier this week, Mike encouraged fans to join him at his Coffee and Cars event, which was held away from American Pickers. The host used Instagram to promote his current effort. Sitting in a restored classic car, the 59-year-old promoted his upcoming Columbia Cars event. Mike's monthly gathering of cars, coffee, music, and like-minded gearheads takes place at Columbia Motor Alley in the early morning. If you haven't heard what Motor Alley is, he explained, it's basically a 1947 Chevrolet dealership that we've been restoring probably for about 5 years now. Each event, held on the third Saturday of the month, includes live music, a food truck and coffee cellar, and approximately 300 classic vehicles. Lots of people here from in town turn out because they are really excited about the cars and the transportation history. Mike said as he pitched, "It's such a great energy here, I invite you all to be a part of it." In addition to his History Channel series, Mike runs Antique Archaeology, which has stores in LeClaire, Iowa, and Nashville, Tennessee. Customers, however, have claimed that Mike charges exorbitant amounts for products in his Nashville antique business, such as $18 socks and a $900 cat food sign. The U.S. Sun received exclusive images inside the Nashville, Tennessee store that displayed the expensive items. In one photograph, Mike was selling Gone Pickin' socks for $18. Piece was a $900 Purina Chow historic sign, while a Pepsi-Cola sign sold for $1,200. A vintage Pepsi machine will cost customers $2,200. Other collectibles include a vintage toy motor for $75 and a pair of 1942 Ohio registration plates for $100. Fan base EKLAish. Customers have grumbled about the high costs at the Nashville store. One consumer recently said on Google Reviews, "A pleasant place to visit. There's enough to do and see. Prices are slightly high. However, you can locate products that are not available anyplace else." A second person said, "If you want to buy something, there isn't a great selection to choose from. However, there is a lot of merchandise from Antique Archaeology. Everything is pricey. Everything." A third person said, "I'm kind of disappointed. Mostly merchandise for the show. There are relatively few products available for purchase, and they are incredibly pricey. American Pickers star Mike Wolfe is making it clear that his passion and creativity go far beyond the television screen. As the long-running History Channel series faces slipping ratings, Mike is leaning into new ventures and proudly showcasing the other sides of his career that have long been in the making. Fans who have followed Mike's since the early days of American Pickers know that he is much more than just a television personality. He is a lifelong picker, a preservationist, an entrepreneur, and an advocate for American history. As ratings for American Pickers continue to decline, Mike is not shrinking away from the spotlight. Instead, he is boldly promoting his work outside of the show, embracing the opportunity to highlight his broader mission to preserve the stories of the past and inspire a new generation of collectors, artists, and dreamers. Through his antique stores, restoration projects, and creative collaborations, Mike is writing a new chapter in his journey, one that feels even more personal and meaningful. Mike has always been deeply passionate about the art of picking. It is not just about finding valuable items hidden away in barns, garages, and dusty attics. It is about connecting with history, honoring craftsmanship, and preserving pieces of Americana that tell the story of who we are and where we have been. Even as American Pickers struggles to hold on to its former ratings glory, Mike remains steadfast in his belief that the work he does matters. He has never chased fame for its own sake. His true love has always been the hunt, the history, and the heart behind every find. Recently, Mike has been putting a renewed focus on promoting his antique archaeology brand and other independent projects. He has been using social media to spotlight the unique treasures that pass through his stores, celebrating the artistry and history behind each piece, and encouraging people to appreciate the beauty of the past. His posts are filled with gratitude, genuine excitement, and a clear message that his passion remains as strong as ever. Beyond his retail work, Mike has also been investing time in special restoration efforts, breathing new life into historic motorcycles, rare automobiles, and vintage artifacts. Through these projects, he continues to honor the spirit of American ingenuity and craftsmanship, values that have always been at the core of his personal mission. His restorations are not just about making old things look new again. They are about preserving the soul and story of each piece, ensuring that future generations can experience a tangible connection to the past. As part of his broader career evolution, Mike has also been quietly building a name for himself in the world of design and community revitalization. He has long been an advocate for preserving historic buildings and bringing new energy to old spaces. His work in places like Columbia, Tennessee, where he has invested in restoring vintage properties into vibrant community hubs, shows his commitment to not just preserving objects, but preserving the spirit of small-town America. Through all of these endeavors, Mike Wolfe is reminding fans and critics alike that his journey was never just about television. American Pickers may have brought him into millions of homes, but his heart has always been with the objects, the stories, and the people who share a love for the past. Even as the show's ratings fluctuate, Mike's dedication to his work has remained unshaken. His career away from the cameras reflects a deeper, richer narrative of a man who refuses to let trends or numbers define his success.